So let's start with our 2025 WNBA MVP, and that has to go to the one and only Caitlin Clark.
Let's start with our 2025 WNBA MVP. And it has to be the one and only Caitlin Clark. Is Caitlin Clark already the runaway favorite for the 2025 MVP? That's the hot topic lighting up every sports desk, group chat, and podcast this week. And not everyone's happy about it. Especially A'Ja Wilson, who's been less than subtle about her frustration. But let's be honest. When Caitlin Clark's name dominates MVP conversations before the season even tips off, it says way more about her dominance than it does about.
I truly think that this second year for Caitlin Clark is going to be like nothing we have ever seen. She has had an entire offseason to train, to get into the gym, to work on things that she struggled with during her rookie season.
About any so-called disrespect to the veterans. I truly believe this second year for Caitlin Clark will be like nothing we've ever seen. She's had an entire offseason to train, to get stronger, to work on every weakness from her rookie season. And let's be real. This MVP buzz, it's not random. It's rooted in hard work, transformation, and undeniable impact. Clark isn't just walking into her sophomore season with expectations, she's walking in ready to conquer. Show your support for Caitlin. Comment CC is MVP down below. Are you ready? Let's go. Last season, it was tough. Clark faced double teams, face guarding, constant fouling, game after game, and she did all that just weeks.
I think from just a straight basketball perspective, making sure that we help her diversify, her finishing ability, diversify in the way that it's not predictable, to be able to be equal in terms of production and facilitation.
After a grueling college season and historic tournament run, critics said she wasn't ready, couldn't handle the physicality. Welcome to the WNBA, they said. But while they were talking, Caitlin Clark was working, plotting, preparing for war. She didn't vanish in the off-season. She evolved. She bulked up. Strength training, core stability, conditioning built for the WNBA's punishing pace.
Gone is the undersized rookie.
Getting double teamed, the physicality was like nothing that she ever saw.
Now, she's a walking highlight reel. Built to take hits and dish them right back. You've seen the photos. You've seen the videos. She's stronger. She's sharper. And she's ready. But it's not just the physical side. Clark turned into a student of the game. Breaking down film. Analyzing defenses. Building counters for every move they tried to stop her. Double her. She's finding the open shooter.
She went into her rookie year after coming off a very long college career. She had a couple weeks off, then went straight into
face guard her. She's cutting back door. Trap her. That ball's already gone. She's evolved. And she's deadly. And it's not just Caitlin evolving. It's the Indiana Fever too. New head coach, Stephanie White, came in and changed everything.
Practices. Tougher. Film sessions. Master classes. The culture. Win now mentality. White knew she had a once-in-a-generation player. And she built the system around her. Fast tempo. High spacing. Constant movement.
I asked her if it was Photoshopped.
She said it was AI. What aspects of her game would you like to work with her on for this season?
Yeah, I mean, certainly getting stronger was one. The level of physicality in the W is totally different. That's the way that teams have to try to keep her off balance.
The Fever aren't rebuilding. They're coming for blood. And the squad around Caitlin. Stacked. Kelsey Mitchell. Aaliyah Boston. Dana Evans. Natasha Howard. Sophie Cunningham. Lexi Hall. A wrecking crew ready to explode. And Caitlin Clark is the engine that drives it all. Meanwhile, the vets? Not handling it so well. Aya Wilson throwing shade. Subtweeting. Rolling eyes in interviews. But while they're busy throwing side eyes, Clark is busy building a legacy. This isn't just a hot start, it's a takeover. The Caitlin Clark era has officially begun.
She has had an entire offseason to train, to get into the gym, to work on things that she struggled with during her rookie season. We have seen from the photos, from the videos, from the workouts that she has put on quite a bit of muscle. So it seems like she is taking all of these things so seriously.
And when it comes to the MVP race, it's not hype. It's happening. She's breaking records, packing arenas, selling out games, and making the WNBA must-watch TV. They're literally moving games to NBA arenas. Because the Caitlin Clark effect is real. Opposing teams scrambling for bigger venues.
Seems like Caitlin has been in the gym every single day. And if she wasn't in the gym, she was either golfing or doing some sort of speaking engagement. Has now. The Indiana Fever did incredible in free agency. And now Caitlin Clark is surrounded by not just a couple great players. The entire squad is finally full. Saw the kind of numbers, points, assists, things that she was doing led her team to the playoffs that she did in her rookie season. With all of that, now just think about her having an entire offseason, all of this time to train. She knows how she needs to adapt.
They're not going to come into this year losing like they did last year. This squad that they didn't put with Caitlin is amazing. So the winning will be there, right? I believe their winning percentage will be way higher than it was at the beginning of last year. And Caitlin Clark will have so much, she will have her fingerprints all over those victories.
To be able to be equal in terms of production and facilitation going right and left, to be able to have different types of finishing looks, whether it's, crossbody finishes, whether it's floaters at the rim, whether it's quick floaters, long floaters, Euros. You can't quite be as fundamentally predictable with as much athleticism, speed, quickness, and as much as the game plan is going to be geared toward her.
Sticking with the Indiana Fever, my prediction for Coach of the Year is Coach Stephanie White. It felt like when she got to Indiana, there was an immediate shift in the culture and the seriousness of this Indiana Fever franchise and organization and team. She got to Indiana, she brought over a lot of the people that she had worked with at the Connecticut Sun. She also brought in players that she was already familiar with, players that she had known even back in their college days. She was on the court immediately with these players as they were bringing in new people in free agency. We have heard from her in multiple interviews. It just seems like there is a level of seriousness with Coach White that they maybe didn't have last year with the Indiana Fever. And I think she gets it. She knows that these women want to win now, and she is ready to do that. I also think that she has been in the league for long enough. She has seen the different schemes that these other teams run, and she's just ready to get to work. I think the Indiana Fever are going to be super scary when it comes to the run and gun game, because we have heard from almost every single player and coaches and Coach Stephanie White when they talk about what you can expect from this Indiana Fever team. They want to run, they want to be fast, they want to get up and down, they want to wear teams out. But I think the ceiling is so high for this team, and I think Stephanie White knows exactly what to do to get them all on the same page and help them to win now.
She's just been able to focus on her game, getting better in the areas where she needs to, and she even spoke on the areas where she needed work at. The mid-range, being comfortable pulling up inside the three-point line. Her float game.
I think that they will be putting up crazy numbers this year with Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston all coming back. But now they have threats like DeWanna Bonner, Natasha Howard, Sophie Cunningham, Lexi Hall is back. And we'll just have to see how all of these women gel together on the court.
I think from just a straight basketball perspective, making sure that we help her diversify her finishing ability, diversify in the way that it's not predictable.
There are so many options here. It is so hard for me to predict. I think the media is definitely going to stick to Paige and most eyeballs are going to be on her. But I hope that we're able to cover this whole rookie class and just see how things start to unfold, because at this point in time, there's a few that I think could be in that mix, and it's really exciting to see. And speaking of younger players, my prediction for jersey sales, and this might be a hot take, but I think the top 5 jersey sales this year in the WNBA are going to be either rookies or sophomores. But I still think that Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are going to be up there in jersey sales. I think Paige Beckers is going to be up there in jersey sales. That's already 3. The last 2, if you guys remember last season, Kate Martin was in the top 5 in jersey sales. Will she be up there again with the Golden State Valkyries now that she is going to be one of the faces of that franchise? I feel like at least 4 out of the top 5 jersey sales are going to be young players.
That is such a big thing to hear from Stephanie White, and it should calm people down a little bit when it comes to Caitlin Clark playing off the ball, because obviously if a coach has a plan and a vision and a proper plan and vision,
That's superstar stuff. So yeah. Let the haters talk. Let the old guard throw shade. Caitlin Clark. She's too busy changing the game. Get ready. Because this season, the WNBA isn't just about to get good. It's about to get historic. And Caitlin Clark is leading the charge. Comment CC is MVP if you're riding with Caitlin this season. Like, subscribe, and click the next video to keep this energy rolling.